I don't know, but like, how come you can't look at that situation and be like, all right, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna handle it different this time.
Because I feel like if a person, not even me, but if a person comes to you in, I'm gonna just say in humbleness.
Let me sip this while you try to dig yourself out this grave.
Oh no, I'm in this grave. I own it. This is me. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
this is why I don't. This is why I never feel bad about when I snap, because I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, we're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like, they're two dumb dudes.
Welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast.
You know, I know you said I believe so, but in my mind I heard I believe ho, and I was like, this motherfucker.
What's up with your hearing today, man?
Hey man, listen, don't worry about my hair. Listen, is it so here's the thing. What you don't know is,
No, I didn't even say. I said your hearing.
oh, my hearing?
Yeah, see,
I've told you, no, my my ears, they ain't been good for the last 3 days.
this is probably why you're yelling right now.
Yeah, I was sick. And so like I had like a nasal or a sinus infection. So for the last couple of days, my ears were plugged up. I could barely hear anything. Today is actually not too bad, but you know, fuck you.
You know about the sex. I always got to go somewhere sexual.
I know you do.
Could get ear fucked.
Hey man, gotta experiment with all the holes.
Oh man.
With that being said, welcome to the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. It's your boy Sarat, aka Makazi.
And the boy Chris Brown, aka Red Ford Delta. How's everybody doing out there?
Well, you know, if people are tuning in right now, they're in for a real treat. And I say a real treat because this movie we watched this week, it's one of those films where it's, God damn it, hold on, Batman is on in the background.
That's all good vacuum cleaner.
And it's the Batmobile. Don't disrespect the Batmobile. Call it a Hoover. It's at least a Dyson. It's at least a Dyson.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But anyways, yeah. So this movie, like, there's iterations of this story in all different types of media, right? There's in video games, comics, you know, movies. I think in movies, but this is the live action, not live action. This is the animation version. So I was familiar with the video game and with the comic. I read the comic. I actually own the comic, but I never actually seen the movie. So I was really curious to see, you know, how it held up.
Okay.
You know,
like I said, I just played the video game. I didn't read the comics. So,
who was your favorite character in the video game?
I got to roll with Batman. Just Batman. You know what I'm saying? The major asshole.
Nah, just black superheroes. All y'all stick together. I know how it is. Well, just so people realize what we're talking about right now, we talking about Injustice, specifically the DC animated version of Injustice.
HBO Max. Well, that's where we found it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. The DC animated movies, like, a lot of people talk about those properties like they're some of the best things DC makes. I know you're a big fan of those DC movies.
Oh yeah, the animated ones, definitely.
Do you have a favorite one besides, like, without discounting Injustice?
I want to say it's my favorite. At the same time, it's not, because I know there's better ones out there. But I think it was like the first one I brought on DVD, and it was God dang it.
Was it
Public Enemies? Public Enemies, where Batman and Superman were like fugitives.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you meant, when you said Public Enemies, I thought you were talking about the Johnny Depp movie.
Oh, no. Nah, you was talking about DC. You gotta stay there.
I know. I just forgot. I forgot about that one. Like, my favorite DC animated movie is Under the Red Hood.
Oh, that one was dope too.
Yeah,
that's probably like, that's a good one. That's a real dope one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's so complex.
Yeah,
and you get to see a character go from, like, one iteration to another and shit like that. And so I like seeing how some superheroes evolve as their story progresses. And so, like, with this movie, it's kind of an evolution of the Superman character, because you get to see Superman in a different light.
Yeah,
and I swear to God, this is exactly the way they were going with the DC movies with Zack Snyder and that whole DCEU and all them. But, like, people freaked out about the idea. Like, I don't think they realized where it was going, and they freaked out, and they jumped on it and gave their fucking opinions too early before letting the story play out.
Gotcha.
Because this is one of my favorite storylines.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just the idea of, because I mean, an all good Superman is cool, but like, can't nobody beat him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you go ahead. Who?
Except for Doomsday.
Yeah. But I mean, but he still came back.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, like when you got somebody who's that strong, that powerful, them being the good guy, sometimes isn't that much fun. But when someone's that strong and they're the villain, that's when shit starts getting interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's kind of that's the storyline that we get in Injustice, where it's basically saying what would happen if the strongest superhero in the universe all of a sudden became a tyrant.
Like, what can you do?
Yeah, which side of the coin you're gonna be on? It's kind of the same story like Civil War and shit like that. Like that whole you get two superheroes that are friends, and then they have a different they have warring philosophies. They had like Captain America, Iron Man. You got Professor X, Magneto.
Yeah,
I mean, you see it a lot. It's a popular story, but it's because at the end of the day, I believe there's more than one way to skin a cat. No stereotypes.
Okay.
Stereotypes.
Okay.
No stereotypes.
I was going to say, as many times I've heard that saying, I ain't never seen nobody try to skin a fucking cat. Just saying.
I know. I don't know where it came from. In wrestling, if you are holding on to the ropes, like Shawn Michaels, he used to hold on to the ropes, like when he flipped over the top rope.
Oh yeah.
He would hold on and then flip back up backwards.
Yeah.
That's called skinning the cat.
Okay.
I don't know. I ain't never seen a cat do backflips like that.
Yeah.
I've been saying that, but that phrase it don't hit the same when an Asian says it. Now we ain't talking about DC. We talking about Top Chef.
Yeah, for real. Talk about what's the other damn foreign cooking shows?
What,
Iron Chef or something?
Chef? Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's some shit you see on the menu.
They make some wild shit on there.
All right. Before we dive into the aspect ratio of Batman versus Superman and whose side are we on, I mean, you look like you're sponsored pretty much. So what you drinking today?
Just some cool glass of H2O. You know what I'm saying? Nah, my usual. I find out what it is. Sipping slow and relaxing.
You got the shirt, the jacket, the bottle. Let me find out you got some Jack Daniels.
Let me smile. Look good. Hey, take a picture of me and send it to Jack Daly. Hey, I should be a smoker.
We don't want that motherfucker drinking our drink.
Speaking of, you got that video I sent you?
Yeah. That's something your mama made up.
Oh man.
You ain't never seen no one else with no reverse vitiligo.
I know as soon as I see this, I gotta send this to you. This shit right here.
He was so happy that his brother was marrying a white woman.
Oh man, that shit right there.
So is it just Jack on deck for you today?
Oh no. I'm sip on Angry Orchard.
Okay.
Just keep it cool.
Yeah.
Because this is my plan. I don't plan on getting drunk tonight.
See, that's the thing, for what is drunk in Chris Brown world? What is drunk really? It sure as hell ain't 3 shots.
Nah. That's like shit. That's barely an appetizer.
I know that's a Bloody Mary for you,
man. Yeah. Matter of fact, when I was down there for your birthday, I think this was a few people's first time seeing me drink like that.
Oh, yep.
And I'm not gonna say no names because privacy. But she was like, "Is this breakfast?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "All right, you just get warmed up." I said, "Oh yeah, I'm about to keep going."
Dude, man. When Michaela was like, "You drank that whole thing already?" Yeah. Well, I didn't know I was sharing it.
Oh man. Yeah.
Well,
good times. So what you got?
Today I'm gonna take a shot of the Whistle Pig.
Okay, cool. Cool.
That's not my favorite, but and then go ahead.
It looks like you've been doing pretty good on it though.
Yeah, it's been like that for like a month and a half.
Gotcha.
I barely touched it. But instead of grabbing my normal drinks, because this is Batman versus Superman, essentially, I am just going to take my Appalachian apple pie and
Plan to finish it.
pour it over my little globe ice.
There you go.
And we're gonna sip because we're gonna have a sophisticated conversation about this.
About some animation.
That's just how it is. That's something like we said. Sometimes the animated movies have the more nuanced discussions.
Yeah,
You can get away with more.
indeed.
What's the
Matter of
last
fact-
movie you seen that made you like really have a deep discussion about the subject matter?
A movie in general or animated movie?
Just movie in general.
Oh shit! Damn, a deep discussion. Because sometimes we sometimes we get into some real deep shit depending on what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
R. Kelly tape.
I need one to touch that subject. That's not a deep discussion.
Yeah, that one's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh man.
Don't need the first 48. That's just maybe first 48 seconds.
Yeah, for real.
No.
No, it's very deep discussion. We've had some good ones, from The Silent Voice to Blue Bayou to
I was at the fabric store today, just grabbing some drawstrings and shit. And the girl that was working behind the cutting counter had like an anime pin on. So I just started having conversation about anime. And I asked her, I was like, hey, did you ever watch A Silent Voice? And bruh, she was just like, I could see it in her face. I'm like, oh, okay, you've seen it. Because like how hard it hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we said this before about all the movies that we've done. I mean, there's some that bring out emotional sides and everything else, like the last one we did, 5 feet apart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Silent Voice, I really gotta say, it's probably been like our best one, in my opinion.
As far as mining like deep discussions and real like cerebral like thoughts and where it takes, I think that's right up there with what was it, the social dilemma?
Okay.
But that one's a documentary, so
yeah.
All right. Well, before we get into this, cheers.
Yeah, shot glass. Oh,
okay. Hey, yeah, that's your shot glass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shot glass got a straw.
Oh man, I just needed some water. That's all. I told you, it's been a rough day for me. Do I look shiny? Shit.
I know you got that butler sweat.
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
But
cheers.
Cheers.
Ugh. Like I said, I don't like whistle pig. Why do I do that?
The person always hurts. Second one's fine.
Yeah. All right, so right off the bat,
that's my problem. My blood whiskey levels are low.
Yeah, that ain't your problem. That's maybe that's your problem and your solution.
I instantly feel better. I'm joking. It's terrible.
That shit like plugging in the charger.
Hell yeah, for real.
Need a little more juice.
That'd be terrible. Imagine being out like, what's wrong with them? Like, he just needs a shot of Jack Daniel. That's all it is.
Bro, they're like black. That's like if the Boondocks did an episode of Popeye, but you was Popeye.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, oh wait, you about to pop again?
Oh no.
Come on, no. This is
no.
I hope I want this to be a trend.
No, hell, I can't start that shit.
All right. So off rip, whose side are you on? I know Batman's like up here for you. Whose side you on in this scenario? Batman or Superman?
Well, based on how the movie goes, just to give everybody a quick lesson of it all, it starts off with Superman finding out that he's about to be a dad. You know what I'm saying?
And it sped through that conversation.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my biggest critiques about the movie. And it's not because it's just because it's a movie and it can't take its time like the comic did. But like
gotcha.
it can't sit on a situation for too long. It just kind of goes right through it. So yeah, so he finds out he's gonna be a dad. Go on.
Joker's Joker, psychotic, sadistic, crazy man, and ends up,
Oh, The Fly came out.
oh, hey, somebody died real happy.
Protein. Okay, if y'all watching this, just know I ain't
can see
pulling
it
this
played as
fly
dead.
out. I ain't pulling this fly out.
Nah, I've done it before. They gonna hurt nothing.
Yep. All right, but go ahead.
But yeah, so Joker does what he does, and he ends up using, I want to say it's Scarecrow's gas. Am I right?
The fear gas.
Yeah, and essentially ends up having Superman kill his own wife and unborn child.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know it till it's too late because he sees Doomsday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
essentially, yeah, after Superman kills Lois, he kind of goes on a rampage.
So
and he just
oh,
he's basically he's come to the conclusion that, he can't inspire people to be good anymore. He's got to force their hand.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, I hate to say, I don't want to say I don't agree with it. But like you can see the thought process behind it.
Yeah, I mean, you can only push somebody so far until they push back.
Yeah.
And they took his child, and honestly, I mean, I didn't expect them to kill Joker.
Well, so that's the thing. So when Batman's interrogating Joker, he says, "No, this has always been between us. What made you go after him?" And he goes, whenever it's me versus you, I always lose. He goes, so I had to change my approach and go after someone else and see what I can do with them. And he goes, to be honest, it was like child's play. It's like,
it was easy.
Yeah. So that's the thing. In the movies, a lot of times when you think of Superman, you think of like someone who's unmoved, not emotional and stuff like that. But like, to me, that's Batman. I think Superman, if he's all American, like he's supposed to be, he should be just as emotional as every other American. He should be able to succumb to his emotions and get in his feels a little bit. That's why I like Man of Steel when Zod's attacking his mom.
Yeah.
He rams him in. He goes, "You think you could threaten my mom?" And just starts fucking him up.
Yeah.
Like,
see, I feel like I like the fact that Batman is who he is, because they even touch on that in this movie too. Because Superman is more like the bright light, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, saves the day, all the good stuff. So to see him go dark was like, okay. But to see Batman actually kind of like lose his shit for a minute too, when Nightwing died. Like, even though I know it's cartoon, but just them showing it and how they emphasize everything else. Yeah, I thought that was dope, because you finally see Batman
show
human.
Show some emotion. Because the whole movie, he's like, you can see how tactical he is. He's got a plan for everything. Like when he has to take them when they're in the jail and they're trying to they're trying to boom tube all the villains into their new facility that they were building. And then Batman hits the button and hits that virus on fucking Cyborg.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "What?" He goes, "That virus." He goes, "You uploaded it the day we met."
Yeah.
That's how far ahead that Batman was prepared to see when this motherfucker, just in case he ever went bad.
For everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, okay, so which way would you go about instituting peace?
Oh, that's okay. That's why I was going through the beginning of the movie, because you gotta look at both sides of it. If I was in that position and I just found out like 5 hours earlier that I'm having a child, and then I'm the one that killed her, it's like you got that power to like go ape shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like when he did all that, like in my opinion, it should have stopped after he killed Joker. But then the way I guess they want to show is he got power hungry, maybe. If that makes sense.
I don't know if it's necessarily that power hungry, but he was kind of like, I'm done trying to inspire people to be good. I gotta force, like, in order to stop this shit, I gotta force people's hand.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Right, oh shit, that's nasty. Oh god, oh, man, that's nasty. This guy here, man, so he got to leave his weekend job on the weekends. I'm trying to tell him. He don't like to listen. But yeah, that's what we're talking about though. Yeah, Superman initially just loses his mind, and he's like, "I'm gonna get peace one way or another," and it's like almost like by any means necessary, destroying everything. You know, Wonder Woman's helping him, and hey, I told him you gotta leave your weekend job on the weekends.
Listen, I use my nose for a lot of things. I'm inspecting.
No, oh God, okay.
Like this one's a little right.
A little right.
Yeah, this might need a wash or two.
No. Did you go get some Ricolas?
Yeah.
Okay, you really struggling over there, ain't you?
I'm telling you, for the last 3 days, like I could barely hear because my whole head has just been like stuffed up. And today it actually feels better than most days, but it's still, getting rid of it. But yeah.
But yeah, I actually I think I would stay with Superman on this one.
So you would try to force peace on people.
Not necessarily force peace, but if everybody stops fighting each other, then there's no more innocent deaths.
Oh, obviously.
But
how do you go about getting people not to fight with each other?
But that's what I'm saying. That's what makes it so fun. Because for me, this is like a sinister side. It's like if I got the strength to go destroy nuclear weapons and submarines and shit, just because I can, and I haven't been doing it, hoping that y'all or the human race would, learn and just try to treat each other better. But then I get like the okay, or I take the okay to go ahead and destroy this shit. I'm having a fucking field day just because.
Yeah, but
I ain't trying to hurt nobody, but if I can go lift up a tank and crush it, then why not?
No, but see, that's the thing. Like you can't. I'm with Batman on this because you can't force people to be good. You can only do good and hope they can follow in your footsteps.
Okay, but let's fast forward for a minute. When he's playing chess.
All right. Okay, let's go because this is the scene that I was super excited about in the movie.
Oh, okay. Well, because when he's talking and he's telling them,
okay, so it's Mr. Terrific. Okay. Mr. Terrific and Superman. They're having a conversation while they're playing chess.
Yeah. And Superman's trying to, take away all the guns and weapons and everything. And the guy says they're gonna use sticks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He says, but if you take away, what do you say, cigarettes?
Well, he goes, we need to take away all the guns. He goes, people are going to be upset. He goes, then let them come fight. They can come fight with their sticks. But look, think of how many lives we're going to save if we take away all the guns. And then go on. What's the rest of this conversation?
Well, I'm trying to make a point because it makes sense. How many lives are you going to save? At the same time, it's always been an ongoing argument. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. You know what I'm saying? So if they come with the sticks, they can still kill you with a stick. They can kill you with their hands.
Well, no, so I think the argument that Mr. Terrific was trying to make was, Superman's like, think of all the lives we'll save. And then that's when he goes, well, what else? Smoking kills way more people than guns. So, why don't you go lock up all the people who smoke? And then, all those people who speed, lock them up too. And then, if people, the last thing we'll do is kill all the people who don't want to recycle. Like, if your argument is in order to save lives or think of how many lives we're going to save, there's things out there that are way worse and way more detrimental to the deaths of humanity than guns. Why are you going after people's guns?
Yeah, but that's everyday society now anyways. How many arguments have there been? That's still an ongoing argument about gun control. Gun control. And
where do you stand on that?
I go back and forth with it because, like I said, at the end of the day, guns don't kill people. People do. You know what I'm saying? So I do think they're good to have for protection purposes.
Yep.
But at the same time, some people just want to protect their home or their family, and some people want them because they're just trying to go destroy somebody's home and family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it's one of those situations where it's like, there's never been, okay, not now, I won't say never, but very rarely does a criminal ever get a gun legally?
True.
So it's not a matter of, get the guns out of their hands, because basically when you put all those laws into place, the people that you're hurting, or the people that you're making life harder for, is the people who want to go and get a gun legally.
Mm.
Because everyone else who's doing crimes and doing anything crazy, they're not gonna go out and fucking get their guns legally. They're gonna go steal it from someone. They're gonna go get it on the black market. Sometimes some of those people who obtained their guns legally then did a crime. Those people showed no sign, like they would have passed their background check. So it's just one of those situations where it's like, to me, and I don't know how you feel about this, but to me, it's not necessarily about gun control. It's, well, what makes a person so willing to take another life? Why is taking another life in 2023 so goddamn easy for people?
In my opinion, movies, TV.
You think so?
Video games. Okay, I'm not a big video game person, but one game that everybody loves to play that I won't play is Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's called Black Ops, and then you take offense to that.
Yeah, that take deep offense. But oh man.
Go ahead. You take more offense to that than John Wick?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
At least they got bulletproof suits on. You know what I'm saying? But
you said that like, of course they got bulletproof.
Yeah, like let's look at the logic here. But no, like I feel like the message that the world is always getting has to do with violence. You know what I'm saying? And whether it's in a video game, look at Grand Theft Auto when that came out.
Yeah.
And I think not the very first one, but
Grand Theft Auto 3. That's what
Grand
Theft Auto 3 is when it started going nuts. When everybody's like, yo, you can run over hookers?
Yeah. They do all kind of crazy stuff. But we played these games. I mean, you're watching movies and everything else. And the more you feed yourself, in my opinion, eventually you might want to go do it.
Well, I don't see, that's the thing. I don't know if it's necessarily that makes you might want to go do it. I think the movies and video games have a little something to do with it. But I think in 2023, the idea of life and living is taken for granted. To where taking a life doesn't seem as like detrimental or as crazy as it actually is. Like people look at taking a life like they do robbing a bank. It's like the I guess the importance or the severeness, is that a word? Severeness? Severity.
Sounds like it is. Severeness. I thought it was a word.
Yeah, the severity of killing someone is very it's been boiled down to where it's not nearly as it doesn't feel as impactful as it should.
Yeah.
And to me, it's also, what's going on with people's brain chemistry nowadays that makes them run to the idea of, I'm going to take a bunch of people out with me.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to go kill a bunch of people. Like, it's one thing to be like, okay, I have the access to things to go kill people. It's another thing to be like, I'm upset, I want to go kill people. Like, what's causing people to get to that point?
That's a good question. Which I know. Hold on. What's that movie? Have you seen the Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
Okay. Like they were killing people, but I ain't gonna say they had the right reason to doing it. But
you literally just fucked up my whole argument when they had the right to kill people.
No, I'm not saying you got the right. Nobody has the right to take anybody's life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like nobody that who made you God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, if Joe Schmo is doing some things with some little children, nah, homie. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. There's certain things out there that happen.
Yeah.
And that don't really fly in a lot of people's, and the way they go about retroactively, taking care of that situation. That's for all them to decide. But in this case, with the movie with Superman and Batman, like, Superman's all powerful. He can do whatever he wants. He can grab every other criminal and just take them all, round them up, and put them in jail. But he's not. He's choosing to kill people because he's like, in his mind, he's gotten to a point where he's like, I can't help these people.
Yeah.
And now I gotta force them to believe what I believe. The question is what makes you think that what you believe is what's right?
Is what's right. Yeah. That's the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like, because the question is like, oh, whatever laws they come up with, that's what we have to follow. Well, who's to say those laws are right? Is it just because they have the power that means they get to make the laws? That's when you come into a totalitarian state, and that's when you lose a lot of personal freedoms. And some people will look at it and be like, oh, well, it's safe. We should be able to. Well, then, you ever been to Singapore?
No, I haven't.
So I would love to go to Singapore because it's one, it's beautiful there. Two, it's an Asian country that speaks English. Their number one, their first language over there is English.
Interesting.
But if you toss a candy wrapper on the ground, you can go to jail for 2 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah, if you spit on the ground, you can go to jail. And so, like, what do you want? When you have the type of freedom you have in the United States, like, do you give that up in order to have? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, me living overseas, being in the military and being a civilian, that's I think I've said this before. Maybe not to you, but I know I've said to other people, where it made me realize how free we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, things do have consequences.
Yeah.
But you have the option of going to do it versus in some countries, you don't even have the option. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
dude, people like, and I sound like an old man when I say this, and I am an old man because I'm fucking 40. But the amount of people who will go on Twitter and talk shit about the president, and they don't realize that the reason they're able to do that is because they live in the United States and they have the freedom to do so. Because if they were in a different country, police might run up in their house and take them to jail. And they don't get that. And so they talk shit about the U.S. and, like, you can call me a redneck, but I'm America, through and through. I will live and die defending this country and everything it believes in, because I have the freedom to do what I do here because of how great this country is.
Yeah. Like last night, we purchased another toy, and I'm in the backyard shooting, just because I can. You know what I'm saying? Just like, okay, cool. But
listen, first of all, it's I know you was shooting, but that toy also vibrates, and that's not the kind of movie we're talking about right now. Okay.
Oh no!
You keep your
no. Oh no!
Give me the big black one. Yep, it can be set in two different situations. So,
oh man, nah.
Is that rubber?
Oh shit.
Chris is a VIP at those kind of stores, just so y'all know.
You the one over there hawking up shit. Told you, do your weekend job on the weekends.
Yeah, listen, man. Whatever is stuck in here, you can bake bread with. Take that how you will. Yeah, if you do the if you do the math, you can figure it out.
What kind of oven you been sniffing?
I don't know.
Oh man,
that shout spray don't work that well.
Well, shit. At least say, is it good bread? Is it like that Italian herbs and cheese? Is it regular square Wonder Bread you in there baking? What you got?
They got that Asiago on top.
Oh man, shit.
Some sesame seeds.
Something. Oh man.
Okay, so
yeah. Okay,
but so, like, in the instance of injustice, like, you have Superman, he's trying to force the world into a sense of peace. But is that true peace, or is that fear?
No, it's more fear. Honestly, it's definitely more fear.
Okay, but like let's look at parents. Some parents rule with an iron fist. Some parents, try to, finagle and compromise with their kids.
Mm.
I think it's it's whatever your choice of parenthood or however you choose to raise your kids is how you go about it.
Yeah.
But like, who's to say what's right and what's wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, I know I got my ass whooped as a kid. I know
Yeah,
I was
so
scared of my dad. My dad was 5'0", and I was still scared of him, like an Asian ass Napoleon.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
But your dad's also he still surprises me. That's the best way I can put it. For that man to be the age he is and to
Yep.
still move the way he does, like he's so laid back sometimes, but he would just pull something out of his back pocket, like, yo, you can do that? What's going on here?
They fucked me up the other day. You know what they did?
What they do?
They volunteered me to give $200 to someone.
They volunteered you?
Volunteered me.
Oh, I gotta hear this story.
They had a family member. Something happened. I don't know what happened, whatever, but they ended up sending a check for $200 to my aunt who lives in, Kissimmee.
Mhm.
And something happened. My aunt just had trouble cashing it. So they said, you know what, just destroy the check, whatever, to do it. And they told me to go over and give her $200. And I'm like, why don't you just tell her to give me the check?
True.
No, destroy that. And hey, just go give her $200.
Here's a real question. Did you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's Mom Dukes and that's Pops. So I will take care of whatever they need to, and we will square that away later. It might be there might be a month missing on their what are they called? Retirement home funds.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a month missing on those payments, but good. Yeah, I was like, how are you just gonna say I'll go give them $200?
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I got some good pictures I gotta send you.
Bet.
Yeah.
All right, so okay, Nightwing and Robin. They're essentially brothers.
Oh yeah,
they're brothers. It's Dick Grayson. Nightwing is Dick Grayson, the original Robin. Then he grows up and becomes Nightwing, goes on his own. It goes in his own direction. And in this iteration, Robin is Damian Wayne, who's Talia al Ghul's son and Bruce's son. So Ra's al Ghul is his grandfather.
Yep.
Jason Todd, the other Robin, becomes fucking Red Hood. But
okay, yeah.
But yeah, so they're dynamic. You have kind of Nightwing being the Batman to this Robin, but you can see that little brother, big brother dynamic, and then Damian takes the baton, just acts like a petulant child and launches it at Nightwing. And in the comic, when Nightwing falls, he falls on a rock. And he hits the base of his skull on a rock, and that's how he dies. It isn't necessarily from the nightstick. It's just he hits and goes down and hits his head again.
Gotcha.
Like, how do you if you're Batman in this situation, you're watching your two kids, right? Your adopted son and your actual son. And your actual son, is a piece of shit because of who he was raised by, but you're trying to put him in the right direction. Then you got your adopted son who, followed your ways, but kind of made his own path. Like, what do you do in that situation? But you're the one with kids. I don't have no kids, except I got 2 furry kids.
Let them fuckers fight it out. Like, yo, I'll just make more. I don't give a shit.
You guys gonna be just like the Joker, and we're gonna have tryouts.
Oh yeah, pretty much. But I mean, because like you said, you got the one that's before we get to that scene, there's another scene where Nightwing and Batman are actually flying to that scene, matter of fact. And Nightwing says he's just as stubborn. And he said for him to be that stubborn, he has to be a direct descent of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So of course, with that being said, I feel like parents that not necessarily hate their children or that one child or whatever, it's usually the one that resembles you the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you hate the fact that they're just like you.
Yeah.
Or they hate the fact that they're like you, even though they don't realize it, however you want to look at it. But even after he threw the baton, he realized he fucked up. It was like he always blocks it. Like he felt immediate remorse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which sucks because I'm like, why do you have to why does the universe have to go that level
Yeah.
for you to understand what we've been trying to tell you the whole time?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like he had an outburst because in his mind, oh, that's just the way things go. I have an outburst, he blocks it, we go do our thing.
Yeah.
And it's like in that moment he realized, like, why do you have to have that fucking outburst every
Yeah.
fucking time? Have you ever had a situation like that in your life where you reacted the way the way you always reacted, but then you had a moment where you're like, maybe I shouldn't be reacting like that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I call those growing moments because most people
Oh, what moments?
growing moments.
Okay, they said groin moments. I was like, oh, sounds about right.
Get your fucking ears checked, dude.
Listen, no, you listen. I'm just going based off of your history. You had a lot of groin moments, and
Yeah.
maybe you decided, oh, I might make a purchase or two.
In my growing moments, I don't realize, how can I put this without putting anything out there? Okay, I'm not the biggest guy. I know that. And you obviously know because you work with big guys, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't realize how big I am until I do something I can't fix.
Okay, I understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my problem is because I'm usually so laid back and so let's talk about it first. Let's try to reach a middle ground. Let's talk this out like adults or whatever. But I feel like when I'm trying to be the bigger person, so to speak, and you basically say fuck me to my face, okay, then here we go. You know what I'm saying?
But why? Why does that take you to that moment?
Because that wasn't my.
After every instance in your life where you've come to that moment and you said, all right, fuck it, here we go.
You know, I'm still like that.
Wait, listen,
I'm still like that today. No, I'm still. I gotta tell you some stories.
Yeah.
I'm still like that today.
I don't know, but like, how come you can't look at that situation and be like, all right, fuck it, like I'm gonna handle it different this time?
Because I feel like if a person, not even me, but if a person comes to you in, I'm gonna just say in humbleness.
Let me sip this while you try to dig yourself out this grave.
Oh no, I'm in this grave. I own it. This is me. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I don't. This is why I never feel bad about when I snap, because I probably shouldn't have said that. Oh man.
Oh shit.
Just saying.
All right.
Yeah,
all right, Dexter, let's go.
I'm just saying because when I get there, it's like I can see it coming. And I feel like my quiet or reasonable demeanor gets taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So when I feel like I'm talking to you, if I got a real problem or something's not right, and you basically say, well, that's your problem, deal with it. Okay, I'm about to deal with it. And then when I deal with it, you're just like, oh wait, now I get it. Why the fuck did you get when I was talking to you?
Yeah.
Why I had to go do this crazy shit for you to see what I was saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. Because I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's always saying, I'll just, I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it when I need to have that moment where it's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Pick that shit up.
Yeah.
I need to have more of those moments. Not for any other reason than just, and this is fucked up, but it's just, sometimes you got to show people that you can get to those moments so that people understand, like, there is a fucking line and you do cross that line. I'm just way more in control than you think. So I don't act out of pocket.
Yeah.
But just so I want you to know that you crossed that line fucking, 20 lines ago.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's why I said I never feel bad. Like I might look at my like some shit like, oh fuck, I did all that. I'm like, oh fuck, you deserved it. Because I feel like if I did it, you if that happened, then you push that button, open that door.
Okay, I can see that. I can see. See, and this is one of those situations where like I smell what you're cooking.
You know me.
I smell what you're cooking.
You know what I'm saying?
I smell what you're cooking. I ain't gonna eat it. I smell what you're cooking.
I got you.
So like it's it's one of those situations. Okay. All right. This is completely off. It's with the movie, but it's completely different topic. All right. Wonder Woman. Would you ever want a woman that jacked? Because she had triceps for days in this fucking movie.
I've seen that. I couldn't even about to say. But she had a nice building. Oh man.
Amazonian booty.
Man, it's a cartoon for one.
So,
I mean, I'm just saying.
listen,
Gil,
with AI, you can make them cartoons say whatever you want.
just saying, Gil,
You can make them
Gil
sing "Happy Birthday" to you. You can, you can make them tell you the recipe to the Colonel's chicken.
Oh
Whatever,
gosh,
whatever floats your boat, Chris.
shit, nah. What?
Imagine if you had.
I'm trying to think.
Imagine if you use AI to have Wonder Woman sing DMX to you. I bet you'd be like,
No, that's
my woman.
first of all. Okay, this. Hold on. This is gonna sound really weird for one, but who wants to have sex with DMX?
Apparently,
Like,
a lot
what's
of them.
my name? You know?
Shit. Someone does.
Being there aggressive as fuck. Oh shit.
Someone does.
Oh man. Might have to try
But
that one day.
what if it was, what if you, yeah, I guess, because Wonder Woman's still strong as fuck.
Like, unless, you know what? Only song I can see me having sex to that DMX did was some cheating, make him slipping, I'm falling. I can't get up. Just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
Up in there.
What's it? What these bitches want from a
Yeah.
word.
I just go point at me. You can say the word.
Yeah. That was like that. That was like that 3 years that Cisco was hot, so everybody had him on a song.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But no, like I think I want to say other than Lois was Wonder Woman the only other girl in this movie?
No, there was Catwoman and
Oh yeah, you're right. Catwoman and some of the villains.
Yeah, but there was another girl. She didn't do too much talking, I don't think. She had like black and purple.
Oh, the Huntress, yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, in that fight in the jail.
Yeah.
But did you in that fight in the jail, like they're all fighting, they let out all the villains and they're all fighting. Then after Nightwing dies, Superman just punches the ground and then yells at everyone like a dad. Like, everyone, back into your cells now. And it's go ahead.
No, I was saying that was just him showing how strong he really is.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's fun to do the fight, but when shit is getting real and you have to like show that power, it's like, oh shit, okay, yeah, I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
One of the things I liked about this movie is that as much as Batman and Superman were at odds, they still respected each other's methods. Like when shit went down, they were always like, all right, well, call a truce for now, but we'll get back to this shit.
Yeah.
Because they know at the end of the day, like each person's trying to do right. They just don't necessarily agree with how they're going about it.
Yeah. It's what was that movie we watched? Where the quote was in there. It's the same side, it's two different sides of the same coin.
Well, who was in there?
I don't remember. It was a Western movie that we watched. I think it was a Western. But there was a quote that came from the movie because he was talking about his brother, and he said, and the lady was like, "Yeah, both are two different sides of the same coin."
I know what you're talking about too. Fuck, I don't remember. God damn it! I know what movie you're talking about. Yeah,
but I feel like that's Batman and Superman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because they're basically like brothers. They know who stands for what and why they stand for it, and even though whether they agree with it or they don't, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna kill you because you're still my brother. We might fight, but we're gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like when after Nightwing died, like Superman's the one that goes and gets Catwoman. Like, hey, he's gonna need you. He's like, hey, you're his best friend. Like, why aren't you there? He's like, too much stuff is happening right now, but he's gonna need someone right now. So it's like one of those situations where like you understand where the other person's coming from, so you still look out. But at the end of the day, we're still on different sides of that line.
Yeah.
But what do you do when what's his name? I almost said Hawkeye. When Green Arrow shoots that fucking kryptonite arrow at Superman and he blocks it and it goes into his dad.
Yeah.
Like in that moment, do you feel like Green Arrow did that on purpose? If you're Superman, do you put that blame on Green Arrow? Or do you put that blame on yourself?
On yourself?
If you're Superman in that moment.
Well, in that moment, yeah, because you're trying to stop me. I blocked it. however I blocked it is on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you gotta own it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know we jump around, but there's one episode that I remember watching Dragon Ball Z,
Mhm.
and you might even remember it, where I think it's the Frieza saga,
Okay.
and he's shooting like a bunch of stuff at Goku, and he's blocking everything. But then they put it the fact he blocked everything and didn't hit none of his friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like talking about how precise he was in his movements.
Yeah.
So Superman being as emotional as he was and fueled off of anger, I guess. You shot at me, I'm coming to get you. Get this puny shit out my way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that you just
He was kind of careless.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. When you're and I like that kind of Superman. A Superman that's emotional. A Superman that's his weakness is his emotions. He's got no other weakness except for kryptonite. Obviously, that's a bullshit one. But the fact that his biggest weakness is he's as human as the rest of us, so he succumbs to his emotions. To me, that's a perfect fucking weakness for Superman because it's probably the most relatable. Like when you're all powerful and you gotta hold back at every moment of the day because you might kill someone if you don't. And and now everybody's afraid that you might fucking get emotional, you might not hold back.
And that's what I'm saying. Like when they're in that scene when they're fighting and Nightwing gets hit,
Yep.
like Superman's fighting and he's fucking shit up. But when he has to show his real strength, everybody stops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like in this one, the whole situation stops because Superman from Earth 1 comes in. I mean, there's more of that shit that happens, but Superman from Earth 1 comes in, and like him and this Superman are going at it, and then something what happens? So Lois comes back.
Lois comes in,
but it's the Lois from a different universe.
Yeah.
It basically inspires him to be like, hey man, like the Superman that the one I love, like he didn't live.
Yeah.
He died and shit like that. I don't know. It's just, man, I would have loved to see this in live action.
You think
what?
I'm thinking to get all the superheroes together. Well, because they touched on them when it was at the meeting room, but Aquaman didn't. Who was the elastic dude?
Oh, Plastic Man?
Oh, that's what it is? Okay.
Yeah. So funny story is James Gunn, who's in charge of DC now, he's the same guy that directed all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I guess like 20 some odd years ago, he was trying to get DC to make a Plastic Man movie.
Really?
Yeah, and you know Matthew Lillard, the dude that played what's his name? Not Scooby Doo. Who's the dude that's always high with Scooby? Shaggy. You're trying to, that dude that plays Shaggy in the Scooby Doo movies.
He was in Scream too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But he wanted him to play fucking Plastic Man, which I can see that if I look at the face.
Yeah, but he was goofy back in the day, but it could have worked. Yeah.
But if you look at the character, the way he was in the show, like he was kind of sarcastic and all that shit, so I can see it. What's your Lois Lane? What's your one thing that no matter what could bring you back down to earth? Besides Popeyes, you fat piece of shit. What can bring you down to earth?
Make sure you got the black and ranch sauce on the side.
Some ghost pepper wings.
That's a good question. What's the one thing that can bring me back to earth? That's interesting. I know there's some things that have like kind of like stopped me in my tracks. Really want to say,
I don't know, because he's gotten you in trouble too.
A whole lot of trouble. A whole lot of fucking trouble.
So maybe that is like Lois, because Superman gets in a lot of trouble trying to save Lois, and you get in a lot of trouble trying to partake. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Honestly, I'm honestly really thinking, I don't really know what that one thing is that can kind of like slow down. I have an idea now, but I'll keep that off camera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think this is mine. But you already knew that answer.
Yeah.
You already knew that this little dude right here. I mean, you want me to rob a bank? Just kidnap this motherfucker.
Gosh.
Just know.
The
I put it out there. If you need me
the,
to, you need me to break some laws for y'all. Just kidnap him. Just beware. If you kidnap him, you're gonna have to keep him entertained because he will.
Don't you live over a Chinese restaurant?
No, motherfucker.
But you gonna find them missing one. You gonna find them missing. You gonna find them missing one day, and you gonna lose your damn mind. You could be start calling you Noodle Man, but they're throwing fun at everybody.
What's Sarah? What's your superhero name? Crab Rangoon.
Look at your damn shirt, Shinobi Ninja. Oh man,
it's Naruto, bro. I mean, you got you Jack Daniel. I'm Shinobi Ninja.
Yeah. Here we go.
We are who we are. That's
Yeah.
What would man? I don't know. If we made an alcohol, what would we name it? Just out of curiosity. Because we're always talking about business ventures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If we had our own alcohol, what kind of alcohol would it be, and what would we name it? I'm talking purely because obviously this is our dynamic. It's kind of like Batman and Superman. Obviously, you black and I'm super. So that's
okay. Hold on, what? Oh shit. You caught me with that one because my mind was going to something else. That took a second to register, asshole. Oh man. If you know me, you know my demographic. You know who I'm aiming towards.
Mm-hmm. Big white women. Come on, we know.
Not big white women. All women. I want them all.
So what you making, Alizé?
No, hell no. It's gotta be something that they like with a good punch to it.
So it's like a Hennessy margarita. That might be gross.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good at all. Even though I think I've heard of those BAB before.
I like an old fashioned. What would be like a nice, for lack of a better term, frilly old fashioned?
Put a flower on top of it.
No, but it's got to like maybe like a lemon. Put a lemon in there instead of using orange. Use a lemon, like something that, because I would feel like it would need to lighten it up. I've had like the mezcal old fashions. Those are good.
Mm-hmm. But I'm not an old fashioned fan, but the times I have seen you drink them, and I know you drinking them more than times I've been around you.
Yep.
But when we were in Savannah, that one that they made you, that was kind of dope.
Yeah, smoked old fashions.
Yeah, but like the way they did it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It can't be no girly color. It's got because you want it to be. This is gonna sound so crazy. Made for a woman, but stronger for a man.
What is it, like Tide detergent?
No, that's the deodorant. Ain't it like Secret or some shit like that? Or is it Dove?
Yeah.
One of them. No, I'm so serious.
Bro, that's
like
no,
because it's like I want it to be classy enough that a woman can drink it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, masculine enough where if a man's drinking it, it's like you know what it can do. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to drink that looks like Layla Ali, but hits like Muhammad Ali.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I don't know. We'll have to mull that over. We're gonna have to figure that out, and then we're gonna actually have to make the drink and then like have it.
That'd be interesting. Don't put none of that fucking gummy shit you did.
Fucking relax. All right.
That shit
it was a good experiment. The only way you figure out what you like is by figuring out what you don't like.
Very true. Very true. But damn, that shit was nasty.
Yeah, dude, bro. This shit disintegrated. It's one of the worst things I ever ate in my life.
Yeah. And luckily we got it on camera.
All right, what's your final thoughts on Injustice, bro?
Oh man, it wasn't a long movie. It was like an hour and 30 maybe.
Not even that. Maybe an hour and 15, something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, shit,
it moved fast. There was a lot of things where it's like it just happened so quick. I was like, I wish it had taken its time a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand why it's an animated movie. But
yeah, I did like it for one because I like animation. Two, is DC.
Mm-hmm.
Only way I would recommend it is if you're a fan of that stuff. If you're not a fan of it, it's not going to intrigue you because, like, I know some people that won't watch cartoons because it's a cartoon, even though they got some of the best messages in them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we call those bitch ass motherfuckers. Talk
True.
shit about my cartoons.
Because shit. Oh, speaking of, there's a new Invincible coming, ain't there?
Oh, season 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because
Okay.
I remember when I was watching that one, and I was around some people. And they're like, "How do you watch this cartoon shit? Like, if you sit down and watch it, this shit is dope."
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But
That last 5 minutes of episode 1, once you
that
see that, you're like, oh, okay. I'm
the
down
la-
to see what happens.
the last time it's episode 1 and the last episode where he fights his dad,
Mhm.
that shit was brutal.
Bruh.
But it still had a heartfelt message in the end.
Yeah.
Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this shit was raw.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see season 2 of that. God damn. I actually love Injustice, and I'm a big fan of the comic. Like, I own the comic.
Mhm.
I think it's good because if you're a fan of Superman, but you kind of want to see the different aspects of what Superman's personality can be, I say check it out, because I know for a lot of people, they get so caught up in the idea that Superman's the all good, can't never be turned bad, person.
Mhm.
And to explore the idea of what happens if Superman goes bad, to me that's dope. To me that's dope.
Hmm.
That was gross. I had to swallow that shit.
Mm. You should have said that on camera.
Yeah, but god damn, man,
Did
it's
you
just
ever get
hay
you a
fever or
grapefruit?
some shit. I don't know what it is. I don't know what. I don't feel sick. It's all clogged up in here. That. That's
What
what
the
it
fuck was
is.
that?
It's me trying to fucking.
It's
Me trying to put a visual on what's happening in my brain and my nose right now, bro.
I'm about to say, is that the people from Thriller? The Thriller dance or something?
No,
Hands up, about to start. Go with it, shit, man. Oh gosh,
you would take this serious thing and make it into some black shit.
you do the same shit.
So,
Oh
black
man,
culture. That's why I do it.
yeah. But yeah, like I said, it was a good movie. I wouldn't say anything extra special, but if you're into DC animation, superhero stuff, you won't be upset. You know what I'm saying?
Same. If you like the DC animated, if you like superheroes in general, check it out. It's a good watch, and it's it makes you want to go read the comic. In the same way, if you watch a movie and you're like, oh, I like this movie, let me go see the actual book that is based on. Kind of the same way.
Okay.
All right. Well, that is the latest episode of Sarat and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, it is your boy, Sarat, aka Makazi. I almost fucked that up.
I know. I saw it. And it's your boy Chris Brown, aka Red 4 Delta.
All right. We out, man.
Yeah.
You, man.
Right back at you.
Oh, you.
I know.
Everything that happened there. So for those that aren't listening, listen, we're filming later today than we should have, because for some reason, something catastrophic always happens in Chris's life. And it's some shit that you won't ever actually think is going to happen, but it's always something fucking crazy that happened.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was laughing at what you said. You was like, if Chris doesn't respond to something, most likely he's really in some shit.
Yeah.
I'm starting to learn that he's really in some shit.
Yeah,
you gotta go check for this man.
This was like, he's like, you're like a real life, you're like a human black cat. Like, bad luck always follows your way, bro.
I wouldn't even say that. I don't know how I end up in shit I end up in.
I know exactly how you end up in a lot of the situation you end up in.
How's that?
Sign your shirt.
Nah, ain't go disrespect my drink. You know what I'm saying?
No, because he numbs your senses. Next thing you know,
I ain't gonna say that.
I was gonna say something, but I decided not to. I'm like, you know what? Let me be nice. Let me be nice right now.
If it's anywhere along the lines where I was gonna say something, like, nah, I'm about to fuck myself up. I ain't gonna say this shit.
Oh
man,
we'll catch y'all later.
Hey, y'all be good.